Hey! 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 Ah! Hey, yo! What's up? It's me again. The camera is not to X. Work for me, you bitch. God damn it, fucking bitch. Better, I guess. Somewhat better. Focus? Good. Ahaha. Aha. Aha. Let me just fix my live chat, know what I'm saying? There we go. What is this? All messages. There we go. Boom. All messages. Goddamn wires everywhere, man. Oh, hello, Theo. Oh, hello, Theo. We arrive. We arrive. This is going to be a short one. I am tired. Let's get straight to business. Let me get my phone on a supercharge. There we go. Look at the fucking hat. Hey. Evo i mame, a mama. Kako će sutra vrijeme da mogu s biciklom ići. Ponedeljak. Neke kao kiš. A ja. Dobro. Nebo sporno. Dobro. Dobro. Bam, bam, bam. Ko te spet jebe, pička ti materina. Good connection, bitrate lower than usual. Čekaj. Da spremenimo bitrate mogoče? Šta je to, čekaj? A kaj šteka stream? A? Vjerojatno ću treba štekat. Samo sekund. A dobro. Eka ga. Najbolj kakar bo. Bum. Magija. Zaspan sam. Zaspan. Tako da. Bomo samo chill na easy. Chili bum. Čekaj da ćemo skakljale reference kakšen. Nič. Dober. Na screen. Kako ide? Okej. Bože, zaspan. Ja, še neki pogledam. Gledam na TikTok na hitro. Koliko je to dovolj gledal? Raf. Neki je. Tu smo. Streaming just for an hour or maybe hour and a half. They're tired today. Too tired to care. Oh, this is itchy. Oh, fuck. Ugh. Next page. Po-mojem, sam eno uro bil live, ker sem ubit. Ne moram biti več po koncu. Šel bi ležat. Sam tuk, da veste. Ja tudi reset ne moram, fuck. Tripera mi uč. Trening gor dol, cel dan. Jaz sem že od 5 po koncu. Jaz sem že zjutraj delal stvari. Psihično ubit. Ah, kurac, pridem do mene. Oh, Slim, hello. You can never be late to the stream. We're just doodling today. Oh, we are tired today. Emotionally, physically, and mentally. We are super dead. How are you though? How are you today? Slimulim. Ugh. I mean, we were tired because I've been up since 5 a.m. I've been working on the flash designs, and then we went to the gym, and then I was preparing food. I was cooking for Tio and Mama, and then we made some sauces, some good ass sauces from cottage cheese and stuff. So, and now I'm still hungry, kind of, but waiting for the breakfast. Nonetheless, we're still streaming, just a bit doodling, see? Just a bit of doodly doodlies. Doodle noodles. What you been up to? Sucre is an amazing chef. Yes. Yes, I am. So they say. So they say. What about you, Slimmy? What have you been doing today? Chilled, cooked, out with friends. That sounds like a wonderful day. Oh my god. Oh, I gotta stretch my arms a bit. Oh, I was just about to ask, did you go to the gym? Very well done. Hey, at least it's something, I'm saying. At least you went. I'm very proud of you. You get a trumpet. Shit, wait. It's turned off. Just a sec. You deserve to get a bit of the hype, man. The There you go. Yes, Slim, that's just for you. And ironically, then I draw you like a superwoman over here. That's just for you, girl. I've been waiting for an audience, you know? It's just Tio and I. And I've been waiting for someone so we can do a little, I guess, a toast, but I ain't got no drinks. And I'm too lazy to get up for a drink. And we gotta make some prayers, you know what I'm saying? We gotta make some random verses. Let's see what the verse. Oh, this is not the correct site. Okay, so. Oh my god. I don't know what today's toast will be. What are we toasting to today? Let's just make a toast to brighter days, okay? To brighter, more successful future for everyone. Yes. And be good. And that stuff, okay? Just simple. Keep it simple. We are keeping it simple. Keeping it simple. Thick booty. Do you agree with the preach of today? Exactly. So, we got a verse for the Quran. Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. It goes, the wicked are in confusion and madness. Pretty nice. The wicked are in confusion and madness. Good. Let them stay confused. Let them stay in madness. And the Bible verse, the Lord will vindicate me. Your love, Lord, endures forever. Do not abandon the works of your hands. Please don't abandon us, because we are thou children. Do not abandon us, Lord. We are here to obey, and we are here to serve. Give me. I want to be rewarded so bad, man. Oh my god. But yeah, that's it. Anything new? Any new goals for the week? I have goals for the week. The stuff I didn't do for the weekend, which is a lot of stuff. I didn't post the thing that I wanted to post. There just wasn't time. Hope I'll have time. I mean, tomorrow is not gonna be the most time because I got practice, but I'll try to squeeze in here and there some of the stuff. I think I've noticed that I have a lot of stuff going on, and I cannot keep up. Don't know, cuz. You better clean that house, girl. Don't let it be messy. What did you do in the gym, Slim? How was your gym adventure? So cardio? Cardio is good. That's super nice. At least you went to the gym, you know what I'm saying? I'm gonna post a vlog again? Oh, shit. Let me check. I got some material, but I think I'll start recording again tomorrow. It's just that, you know, not much has been happening, okay? And I think personally that the vlogs are kind of boring when nothing's happening, you know? I was thinking of, you know, just condensing the whole week into one big conglomerate of vlog, you know? Because I still do. Did I post any push-ups, you know? Because I'm doing the morning push-ups and stuff, and I do the push-ups, and I eat, you know, shit. I still gotta get used to the vlogging stuff. I still haven't gotten used to it, you know, because in my eyes, in my opinion, that's, I'm not an interesting person, you know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, sometimes I just got nothing to say and nothing to show you guys, you know what I'm saying? And it's just gibberish. Even in the mornings, you know, I'm not a very talkative morning person. I'm a morning person, but I'm not very talkative, you know? And I don't know, I'll try my best, you know, to keep it. It's just not entertaining, you know? And I don't want to just post bullshit. And when I say it's not entertaining in my eyes. Because when you know, the ultimate judge for content is me. And if the content is like, would I watch it? And if the answer is no, you know, then it's not good content. You know?
gotta ask myself, is this something that I would actually watch? You know, and the answer most of the time is no, because I'm a very, very critical person when it comes to that. And yeah, I don't know. I'll see to it. Okay, I'll see to the vlogs more. I haven't really posted the vlog in a while. You know, shit, because don't want to post just bullshit. Because most of the time, you know, my morning routine is the same. Is I wake up, I make myself breakfast. God damn, my hairline's even going further back. Damn. I make myself breakfast. I eat the breakfast. Oh, I gotta put rice in the rice cooker for tomorrow. Shit. Um, I eat the breakfast and then I get ready for work. You know, I just put on my clothes, rather change clothes, and that's it. You know, there's no. I'm not like those big ass vloggers that go, oh, today I'm flying to Dubai just to get a sip of coffee. And I'm saying, no, I'm just an average Joe living life, suffering. You know what I'm saying? Life is a suffering, and never forget that. Yeah. And then also with the editing, I simply don't. I really lack the time lately, you know, because I have to sacrifice a lot of stuff, and I have fallen into comfort zone with my sleep schedule. I'm going to bed earlier, and I'm not getting work done through the night, which is kind of annoying me, you know. So that's gonna change because I got a stack of Red Bulls in the fridge, and I will look to it to, you know, edit more and work through the night. Because again, I'm just tired today, so I'm right now, so I'm not gonna get into the details, but you know, I don't know. I don't know how to explain it, but when you're feeling like this in the grind, I guess, it's basically because I really, really want to make it, man. I really want to make it, but it's when I ask myself, why do I want to make it? The answer is not like fully developed yet. Is it the respect? Is it the money? You know, with the tattooing, it's about the money. You know, I really want to quit my job because I just want to. You know, not because I need to, but I really want to quit my job and feel like and be my own boss or whatever and do the stuff that I want to do. Sometimes I get too far ahead in life and I think about stuff that are probably going to be achieved in later in life, you know. Right now I'm not there yet. Hopefully one day I will be. But it's just the pressure, I guess, you know, at this age where I want to do stuff, you know. And when I see it's tough. You know what I'm saying? Why it's tough? Because I'm not a vacation type person, but I do like to travel still. You know what I'm saying? And I see people enjoying, you know, travels and shit like that, and I can't afford them, you know? I just can't afford them. But I always remind myself that I am, sacrificing this right now so that I can most likely be able to, afford and achieve it later in life. But until then, as I said, life is suffering. I am meant to suffer through life. We're all meant to suffer, just people tend to postpone it. Life is suffering. We are meant to suffer. This is a prison. So yeah. The mental warfare is sometimes even harder than the physical one. And you got to be prepared for that if you try to, you know, try to succeed on your own. You better be prepared for that. That's why so many people quit. We are not quitting. We cannot afford to quit. Thank you so much, Nelly. Oh shit, did I say fucking Nelly? I read Nelly and I was like, shit, fuck, I'm sorry. See, I'm fucking tired. Don't. Please hold it against me. I know. I appreciate your support. I really do. You know? But it's just a me thing, it's a me problem. More or less. You know? Shit ain't gonna change if I don't change it. Thank you very much. I appreciate all of the support and the help and the love that you are providing me. Let me ask you something, Slim. What is it that hooked you that you know to my videos? Like, what was it that got you interested in this? I'm genuinely asking. It's gonna be great insight. Gotta ask Nelly that too. Oh, thank you. Okay. That helps, because so I know in which direction to go, you know. It helps so I know so I can attract more of, people like you know, and it means a lot. It truly does. Oh shit. Yeah, I'll go earlier today, definitely. Just a little more, Just a wee bit more. That's why I'm drawing with the pen and not the brush pen because my concentration and patience is not here today. Because I want to draw this, it's just doodling, it's nothing planned and stuff. So I chose the ordinary pen for today's weapon of choice. Cause this bitch, I don't gotta think with this bitch. You just pull the line and it's it. And I love this. This pen is very nice. It's a Micron Pigma if you're wondering. 05. I like this one for line art. For big line art like this. A 03 for smaller. 005 for the shadies. The shady business. Oh, don't be. It's liberating. Trust me. You just go for it. Ain't nothing you can lose. It's all in the mind, girl. All in the mind. Fear is just a guide. You know, if you fear something, then that's probably the way you should go, because fear is a deterrent. This habit of ripping a page out of my schedule when I draw. Oh no, don't do that. Don't do that. You know? Don't rip. If you don't like something, you know, you just leave it. Leave it empty. Because the beautiful thing is that you can always return later. Time when time passes, you know. Let me see if I can find an example where I stopped drawing, okay? I know in the past book I've had plenty. But let's see if I managed to, you know, draw through. You know, like this, for example. Shit. Look at this. See? When the drawing sucks like this, you just leave it. It wasn't meant to be drawn today. Maybe this time. Maybe I'll draw it now. You know what I'm saying? There's plenty of like these drawings that I have in my book. You know? Don't rip. Don't erase. Just let the natural order of chaos take over. And, you know, you'll make it work one day. As I said, maybe not today, but one day might be, you know, maybe today is the day that I finish this drawing. Or at least attempt, you know. Shit. Don't raise, because that the most stuff that you can learn is from mistakes. Especially when you go straight with the pen, you know. See, now it's not just an ugly pen, it's an ugly motherfucking cat. Know what I'm saying? But hey, at least it's something I finished. It's gonna be a fat cat. It's gonna have a human body. You know, now I can't finish it because the letters are in the way, but that's how you do it. You just have fun, you know. Sometimes let's see if I can find another one. There should be some more, you know, because there's plenty of drawings that fucking suck, you know. Let's see if there's anything. There should be plenty. Like this one, for example. This one was left off unfinished as well. But I'm not gonna use the brush pen today, so I cannot finish this. But yeah, that one was left because it's bullshit. You know, I fucking hate the face, so I just left it. Waste of shading, you know, waste of time. Let's see if there's anything else. You know, some of them are like this one, for example. I didn't shade because it's a waste of shading. Or this one is this one as well. You know, I tried something, it didn't work out. So what? Let's try and finish it now, okay? Let's have it fun. And I'm gonna use this. I know it's a brush pen, but let's finish it with this one. Let's see what we can do with this. What can we do with this? Sometimes when you just don't know what to do, the best thing is to just turn off your lights in your head. You know, let the arm do all the work. Don't even think about it. You know? That's the best meditation you'll ever get when you start to draw. You just start to draw like Zen stuff. You know what? I'm gonna make this motherfucker a square rib cage. Yeah, I just see this habit. Oh, that's the same thing. So I encourage you not to rip, or even when when you use a pencil, that's the same that's the same thing, First, let me advise you. When you try and sketch with a or just draw with a pencil, don't erase. Just leave it there. Fuck it. Just leave it there. You know. Take pride in all the mistakes, girl. And then one day you can, you know, you'll be able to freely draw and be liberated from the eraser. Oh, the willpower's gotta be strong, man. Willpower is something that not a lot of people have. It's strong power. If you got willpower, you can do anything. Sometimes willpower runs out. You gotta know, no energy is infinite. That's just the laws of nature. But that don't mean that, it ain't refillable. Shit. It's refillable and it is rechargeable. I gotta take advice from myself sometimes. See, that's at least something's put to end. Let's see another one. There's a lot of them. A lot of unfinished business. Let me ask you this: how big are you drawing your drawings? Don't make me catch you drawing small. Don't let me catch you. I need a white beard. Well, the beard is coming in nicely, but oh, by the way, somewhere along the May, I will shave completely. So you're gonna see Papi Sucre for the first time without a beard. Yes, get that bigger sketchbook. Look at this big boy. I also, graduated from many of sketchbooks. My first sketchbooks were no bigger than these little small ones. I ain't gonna lie. But then in time, it, developed and it upgraded. Super nice. Super duper nice. super nice, but wait a minute, we'll take a man, make a man. Damn. I can't seem to remember all of the swirly stuff that I did. You know? All the swirly swirls, all the little details I did. Can't seem to remember them all the time. Frustrating. Some of them are super cool. I just can't seem to remember them. Oh, damn, it feels good to relax the brain. Oh, god damn. Let's see, I got some room for drawings over here. Fill them up, fill them up. Wait a minute, make mine, make mine. Super shy, super shy. Wait a minute, wanna make it mine, make it mine. Yes, I like new jeans. Fuck you, sue me. They're super catchy. Super catch, but wait a minute, wanna make a match, make a match. そう、かわいいですね。スクレ面白いです。面白いですか？うん、パピスクレ。元気にスリムちゃん、ここはすごいのアルトです。いや。おの、スクレはすごいと面白いとアーティストです。はい。また明日。ドリンガー。Yes, sir. スリムはすごいの学生です。かわいいの学生、スリムは。はい。パピスクレです。はい。どうぞよろしく。パピスクレです。Yeah. So you understand two words in your own name. Good. Now I gotta say. Slim です。どうぞよろしく。じゃあね。また明日、スリムちゃん。えっと、バスってどこに？そこ、どこ、ここ。I forgot how to say where. Hold up. Where's my phone? Ah, my phone's busy. I've forgotten. No, it's doko. Doko is where? Doko. どこに学生、バス停どこですか？はい。僕は日本語、うん、小さい。小さい is small. But, パピソクのイギリスです。イギリスすごい日本小さい。I'm just speaking gibberish, yo. I'm just talking like my English good. Japan small. I love the language though. God damn. God damn. Gotta get back to watching some anime, man. But the problem is, like, I can't, you know, find the time to. Thank you very much. I can't find the time to watch anime. Because I watch it with subtitles, because that's the only way you should watch anime. And when I'm working or something or whatever, I cannot follow along. So I put on. Even right now, I'm watching The Walking Dead. Even though I've watched it twice already. Oh, you're one of those. Yes. So I'm watching Walking Dead in the background because there's some new seasons that I haven't watched yet, but I gotta watch them. But till then, I'm just gonna, watch these previous seasons in the background. Do you watch dubbed anime? I watched the first season of Walking Dead and was slightly bored. No, it gets interesting later, okay? It's not a cup of tea for everybody, but I watched it because of nostalgia. Of course, yeah. You're one of those. You plebeian. Don't even talk to me. Get off my stream, you pleb. That's just a joke. Don't leave. Erwin also watches anime dubbed because when he plays, he says he can listen to it, which makes sense, but I can't. I want to get involved too with anime. I like and I like the Japanese language. It's very nice. It's very soothing. Although there's some animes when they're just screaming, the girls. Ah! Oh my god, I can't. I cannot. Reported and sued on what basis? What are you gonna sue me about? I know the judge. He's gonna be on my side because he's gonna be like, yo, what? You watch dubbed anime? Bitch, life sentence. Life sentence. Life in jail. Forced to watch subtitled anime until further notice. Cyberbully? Oh, that's valid. Good night, Tio. Thank you for coming. Don't worry, Papi Sucre will also join you in a second. Not in the bed, but... Good night, Theo. We love you. Mamma mia! Let's summon Nelly. tuna on pizza. Tuna on pizza no jutsu. Summoning jutsu. Kuchiyase no jutsu. She's not here. I'm out of not mana but chakra. Yes, Nelly! I summon thee! The spicy Italian sausage! She's too busy with her boyfriend. Hope he ain't jealous. Oh yeah, she probably is having dinner. I'm on a diet, you know, a strict, you know, intermittent fasting diet, and I just love it because it's struggling, it's suffering, but there's so much progress, man. I'm already down 2 kg and about 2% of body fat. Life is good. Francesco Nelly sitting in the tree. Kissing. Intermittent fasting. Google it if you want to if you wish to know more about intermittent fasting. Press 1. Yes, that is it. You wish to 1. Okay. Well, basically just like you said, it contains, or rather is structured with, you know, let me just say something. People that represent this type of diet or any type of diet, they only tell you, you know, yeah, do this, do that, do this, do that, and you'll magically lose weight and stuff. But they don't explain, you know, what happens in your body when you start doing this shit, you know? And I will explain to you completely what happens in your body. So intermittent fasting is basically just a fast, rather, like you said, an eating pattern that alternates between eating periods and fasting periods. So I hooked Tio on it. I got a pimple. I hooked Tio on it because that's my best, in my opinion, one of the best ways of losing body fat, and just the body fat, basically. And he struggled the first week, you know. He kind of struggled, and then he got acclimated to it, you know. He got used to it. But basically, there's a different variation, you know. But the basic stuff is that you eat for like, I eat in the morning until like 4, 5 p.m. in the afternoon. And then after 5 p.m., I fast until the next morning, which is, in my opinion, the best way because, first of all, if you go to sleep like a normal person, you will probably be without food for about 5 hours or something, you know. So that's not enough to feel like the hunger. So you're gonna go to bed, and the most of your fast is gonna be through sleeping, which is nice even for the sleeping pattern. And then you wake up and eat again. But it's not just, that. You gotta eat proper stuff, With the intermittent fasting, you only indulge in proteins, You eat proteins and minimal carbohydrates. And this is the part, people tell you, yeah, you eat more proteins and less carbohydrates, but they don't always specify why. And I'm gonna tell you why, because I have been learned on this topic a lot. So basically what happens to your body when you ingest carbohydrates, meaning bread, noodles, pasta, that type of shit, whatever contains flour, basically, your insulin level spikes. Okay, so what that means is your body goes in a state of, okay, we got a lot of energy. Okay, let's store this energy in carbohydrates. And sugar, of course. Sugar is the main carbohydrate problem. That's why people say just cut out sugar and you'll lose weight. That's basically. So when your insulin spikes, your body confirms that you're safe. You can, burn throughout your day activity some of the carbohydrates, but the rest of the carbohydrates energy gets stored as fat. Okay? But there are two types of energy in your body to burn for fuel, for functioning. Okay? So there's carbohydrates and then there's fats. Okay? So if you indulge in, because I might quit or rather end the drawing session for today. Let me just make myself bigger so you can hear me better. So what happens if you quit eating carbohydrates and when you start fasting? Okay? Because protein doesn't spike insulin as much. It does, but it's not like significant amount. Nor do fats, in honesty. So when you start to fast, you feel the hunger. Okay, let me just a second. There we go. Come on, get on number 2. There we go. Yes, your body feels hunger. Okay, so your body is very smart and very primitive. So your body signals to your brain, or rather your brain signals to the body, hey yo, we're hungry. Okay, but you deprive yourself of food, so the brain goes into red alert. The brain goes like, hey, the fuck's going on? Chop chop, get some food in your mouth, bitch. But and after some times when it doesn't get the food, another alarm, strikes, and it says, okay, because the brain doesn't know what you're doing actually, The primitive side of the brain that you have no control with the instincts and stuff, the brain says, okay, we got some energy stored in the fat, burn that bitch so we don't die. Oh, Ervine! Just bashtaima. So that's what happens when you start fasting, okay? And then when you break your fast with some proteins, meaning, how you doing, lovelies? Oh, we're doing tired. I'll get that. I'll explain why. I'm explaining the intermittent fasting to Slim. And biology and stuff. So, in the mornings when you break your fast with proteins, meaning eggs, or avocados, which are lovely fats, or something like that. You know what I'm saying? The insulin doesn't spike. It's still in the fat burning energy mode, not the carbohydrates, because your body lacks carbohydrates. So it's still depending on your body fat for fuel. Okay? So that's why it's important to, that's the point of intermittent fasting. You know, you're just burning this excess storage of energy for your fuel. That's it. But then you can get deeper in the rabbit hole, which is in the order in which you consume. You only eat until 5 p.m. and then the morning again. Yes. And that's the misconception. You can eat as much as you want, basically, as long as it's proteins, vegetables, and fats. Okay? No carbohydrates. You know, no sugar, no sugary drinks, no bread, no pasta, no anything that contains, you know, any flour or some type of shit. You know what I'm saying? Just meat and veggies. And now, since we're touching upon the subject of food and nutrients, let me tell you the correct way, or rather the order in which you should enjoy your food. How about you? Yeah, Aaron, what you doing? How you doing? The order you consume your food from your plate should be fruits and vegetables, okay? Because they actually lower your insulin and they provide a nice cushion for proteins, which is the next on the list of consumption, okay? Yeah, we missed you too, man. And what that means, since you got all the vegetables and the salads and stuff, the greens inside of you, lowering your insulin and you know, slowing down the metabolism and the digestion process of the protein, that means you are gonna be full and faster. So, because the third part is the carbohydrates. So when you finish with your proteins, you're probably full and you won't even eat carbohydrates, you know, or you're just going to eat a minimal amount. That's what's beautiful about this proper way of eating, okay? So that's that. Now, when you're sporting, when you're doing, you know, sports activities, this is even deeper in the rabbit hole. Your heart rate implies on which type of energy is your body gonna use. So you probably know, but there are zones of sports activities. There are like 4 zones. You know, there's the warm up, the fat burn, the anaerobic, and the last one, the 4th zone. The main zones are the second one and the third one. The second one is the fat burning zone. As the name implies, it's the zone, is the blood, or rather the heart rate in which the body uses up fats and blood, or rather burns fat. That's between 120 and 140 beats per minute. Okay? Everything above from 140, or rather 145 to 160, that's the zone in which your body uses carbohydrates. Okay? Let me explain another thing. You know, you probably, stumble upon Instagram reels when they say, yeah, you want to lose fat, don't run, but incline walk, When the fitness influencer look, I don't do cardio to cut, I walk incline, number 3 incline and number 5 speed. I'm saying, and they don't exactly say why because they're stupid. They don't know why. It's because, yes, and that's because when you walk in incline, your body, or rather your heart rate, goes from 120 to 140. That's the incline, heart rate. And that's why you burn fat when you're on an incline and walking uphill, because you're still going slow, but just enough so that your body, or rather your heart, pumps the blood at the speed of which it must to burn fat. On the other hand, marathon runners, you know, you probably, if you are in that part of Instagram, you also heard of the part, you know, the day prior to the marathon, there's a thing called carb loading. Okay, so they eat a lot of carbohydrates. You know, they eat, you know, peanut butter jellies and pasta and pizzas and stuff like that, because when you run on a marathon and you're conditioned well, you run at like 160 BPM, okay, beats per minute. The carbohydrate zone, you know, and that's what they fuel their body with, okay? That's the whole science behind the sporting and body weight. And that's why I always don't suggest, you know, if a person asks me, you know, how do I lose weight? What do you suggest? I will never tell them to go run. Never, because they will never lose. I mean, they will lose weight eventually, but not efficiently. The most efficient way of losing weight, or rather losing fat, is weightlifting. Why? Because again, when you weightlift, you usually come to you're more or less in the fat burning zone. Even if you exceed the fat burning zone, between the sets, when you rest, your heart rate, you know, lowers, and it goes to that sweet spot, and that's the best. Meanwhile, you're building muscles, of course, you're gaining volume and decreasing muscle, you know, fat, and you become slimmer, but you become buffer. Okay, so that's why I suggest always, you know, weightlifting, of course, for fat loss. Definitely. Thank you very much. This has been Papi Sucre, and thank you for coming to my TED Talk. Yes, and also running is way more complicated to do it correctly than it is to weightlift. Way more complicated. Believe it or not, I thought losing weight is supposed to be easy, man. Why is it so complicated? I mean, the explanation is kind of complicated, you know, because I just unloaded a buttload of fucking information, you know, upon you, and it's a bit overwhelming. The main thing you gotta remember, Vic, why the fuck I'm sorry, I'm fucking tired. I want to just say Slim. The fuck? I just saw your fucking name tag and I say Vic. I never call you Vic. The fuck? The main thing you gotta know, because you're young, by the way, you don't need no diet, but first of all, thank you very much, but listen to me. You're young, your metabolism is on point, is on peak. You are like almost 18, right? You're 18 soon enough, 17, whatever. Your metabolism is on point. Your age of growth for fitness is perfect. Okay, you are in the perfect age to build your body in which you want it to look through your whole life. I'm not joking. Let me finish. Let me cook. Because, yes, first of all, your metabolism right now, like a youngster, is amazing. Like, you can eat tons of shit and it wouldn't, you know, stick to you because you're fast, you know, you're moving, you're going to school, you're going there, you're moving. It's just amazing biology, okay? It is. Everyone is the same at that age, okay? At least women, you know, they don't, most of them, pardon me, most of them, you know, so I don't suggest any diets for you, because as well your hormones are at an all-time high at this period. Okay, so because women, don't get me, fuck, let me just stop the music. I'm sorry that you're a woman, but there's a whole other side of chemistry and food when it comes to women's, you know, monthly cycles, man. I'm so sorry. I'm not even gonna get into that shit because I don't know enough about it. My ex knew, so that's why I know. Yeah, I'm sorry that you're a woman brain. But what I wanted to say is no diets for you. Okay, you don't need no diet. You're gonna fuck up your hormones and you're gonna be a mess. So stick only if you really want to lose some extra fat, a faster way. Just don't eat sugar. Okay, and minimize your carbohydrates, and that's it. Don't intermittent fast because you're not old like me. Don't just consistently work out, do weights, lift weights, and you'll be good. Okay, explore, ask me for advice on exercises and shit, because, and I'll tell you, of course. But until you hit the but when I told you that you're setting your body up for life at this point, I'm serious. You know, women don't understand that. But right now, when you're at your fastest pace with the metabolism, at the fastest rate of your hormones and shit like that, when they do not affect you as much, okay, like they will in like 25, 26, and 30s, you are blessed that you'll be so thankful to yourself that you started so young. Is that sarcasm? I mean, I hope it isn't, because I'm talking facts. Because you're at a perfect age to start working out and building yourself. I'm genuine. I'm genuinely like, if I would tomorrow when I have my daughter, if I mean, I'm gonna try and push her into a sport at an early age, you know, just so she exercises shit. But if she doesn't want to, of course, fuck it. But I would suggest to her at the age 17, 18 to start going to the gym, because you're gonna have a tough time if you start working out at like 25 to 30. That's the tough period for women, you know. If you're if you start working out at your 30s, you're done. You're done. You're dead. You know, you're gonna need twice or more or thrice more effort than you do right now. Like, I'm not even joking. You don't know how fucked up it is at that age, you know, because that's when all the pain starts. That's when all the hormones start, you know, because that's the birthing period of a woman, you know, and the biology of a woman naturally changes, you know, because we're biologically set that way, DNA and type shit, okay? And your metabolism slows down because your body is like, oh, we're that age. Yeah, we gotta store a little more fat because we might be anticipating some offspring. We might start building a motherfucking human in our bodies. Alright? So right now you're good, okay? And even for the men, don't get me started. The men, if the testosterone levels after 30 plummet, the muscle mass percentage-wise after 30, boom, dropping. Whatever you build up to your 30s, that's what you're gonna look like more or less through your life. First of all, because you're gonna get an established routine and you won't let yourself get loose, okay? And the other thing is your body will, you know, be tougher, you know. And even birth will be easier for you if you wish to have babies. But even birthing is easier. You'll be healthier, less likely for your child to have any, you know, complications and stuff. God damn. You're welcome. You're welcome. I'd gladly teach anybody. I have a coworker who is 23. She's a woman. And last year, it was like at the end of the last year, we were talking, and I was like, are you still going to the gym? And she's like, no, I stopped. You know, my friend, who is also at the same, she works in a laboratory upstairs, she stopped going, so I stopped going. I was like, the fuck, why? Yeah, I don't feel like it. And then she said something that I never forget. that I shut down immediately. She stood up and she was like, hold up. She stood up and she's like, what you mean? You know, I got a nice ass, you know. Look at me, like I'm good, I'm fit and stuff. And I told her, there are so many 23-year-old women who didn't move a finger in the gym or anything physically that have a much more nicer ass than you and look way more better than you. So that means nothing. You're just young. Okay? Get to the gym because that ass will flop. That body will widen. And you know what started happening? Not even a year, like a few months, you know, after she stopped going to the gym, you know, regularly. She said that she grew a few numbers in. Yeah, of course I did tell her. What the fuck? I'm a straight shooter. I told her you look good because you're young. The fuck? There's so many. Like I'm going with my bike to work these days, you know, and when I go back, it's like the end of the classes and shit. There's so many young women at the age of like 18 and up, okay? Even younger. No, okay, I'm not looking at those, but they're high schoolers who have such an amazing bodies, and I doubt that any of them go to the fucking gym. Like, astonishing, you know? Fuck me, puberty and type shit. But trust me when I tell you, at the age of 25, if you don't look after your body, it's gonna plummet. That goes for the men too. And she started crashing because she grew a few numbers in the waist. Her thighs are all, you know, chunky. She's not fat yet, but she did grew a bit. Hey, God gave me a good pair of eyes that I need glasses. And if God gave me eyes, I'm going to look. I'm not going to approach or anything because ick, shit, the fuck. Those are kids, the fuck. But how can I not look when they dress like prostitutes? The fuck? They're wearing crop tops and fucking fishnets and fucking tight skirts. The fuck? The fuck am I supposed to do? Drive blind? Bitch, I ain't stupid. I'll watch. I'll look. You know? Pretty. Shit, God bless their bodies, but... oh, shit. Those are red flags waiting to happen. Not gonna lie. The way they talk, you know, when I drive by and I sometimes overhear them talking, even through my headphones... or my AirPods, it's disgusting. You know what I'm saying? Disgusting. So I'm not, until further notice, I'm staying away of women. I like my peace, man. I like my peace. But yeah, take care of your body. You'll be grateful for it. You know what I'm saying? There's so many people, you know, that so many women that I met and I know currently at the job that started working out at their like 30s, you know, and they're like, oh, I'm struggling. I'm like, yeah, of course you're struggling. You're fucking old. Because let me get this straight. We are not meant to live past 40. The reason why most of us at the age of 30, you know, the memes about the back pain and the knee pain and everything, we are not meant to live past 40, biologically speaking. We are living past that age thanks to medicine and science. But we are cheating death. In all of history, we never if somebody lived past 40, they were considered like today's 80. Is that a fact? Yeah, look it up. Biologically, if I'm not mistaken, we were not meant to live past 40. I hope I could remember that correctly, but I'm pretty sure. Hold on, let me fact check myself. Grok to the rescue. Were humans meant to live past 40 with before Western medicine? Life expectancy of birth was low, often 30 to 35 years. Yes, I remember correctly. Yeah. Yeah. That's why all the pain begins at the 30s and the 40s and illnesses and stuff, because we were meant to die. And that's why, the last biological clock of a woman is 35-ish, and it's prolonged now to 40, but it's difficult for women to get pregnant after, or even after 30. It's a lot more chances of some abnormalities in the fetus. Yes, sir. So and today's, now I'm gonna get social political right now. This is a hot take and a hard pill to swallow, okay? But thanks to the Western, culture, government, America looking at you. Yes, sir, that's the way of living. You gotta learn something new, everything. I can't speak. You gotta learn something new every day. But let me get this point across. That's my thought. This is my thought. This is my opinion. But women were brainwashed today, like the new age women after like the 2000s were brainwashed with the feminist movement into thinking that the career path of a woman is more important than family life. Hey, I said what I said and I meant it. Because everywhere in the world, we are, the birth rates are going down exponentially. Like Japan is absurdly in the negatives about birth rates. America is expected to have until 2030. I think family is always more important, no matter what gender. Of course, no. But listen, I didn't mean to offend anything in that order, but women tend to, with the feminist movement and bad bitch empowerment and stuff like that, and men ain't shit, degrading men and lifting up women, which is nothing wrong. But the feminists are fighting for equality, which they already have. There's no, privilege that a man has above of women. Everything applies the same shit. But yeah, they were brainwashed, and nowadays, there are later births. Women get pregnant after 30s, which is insane. Because they want to live their best life. They want to go through their whole phases and whatnot. Hey, that's my opinion. That's my opinion based on what I'm hearing in the world right now, even on the job and everywhere. And I'm saying women are not interested in having kids. Women tend to chase the bag, which trying to be the male counterpart, the male in the relationship. Okay. I love this topic, by the way, because I am yet to stumble upon a hardcore feminist that want to argue with me. I like arguing. I like debating. And this is a debate that is like the feminists always lose. They cannot win this debate, no matter what. They're punching air, basically. They're fighting no one. No one. They're fighting themselves. They're digging their own graves. What the fuck? So yeah. Yeah. I mean, I'm not affected by it. I don't give a flying fuck. Currently I'm mortified and, scared of going into a relationship. I ain't gonna lie. I'm afraid of getting married. I mean, there's gonna be a prenup. Shit. You think I'm not gonna go into a marriage without a prenup? Bitch, the fuck, you ain't taking half my shit. Sheesh. Yeah, in the dating world today, I don't even want to think about it. I have been in the dating world for a few years now. You know what I'm saying? Like 2 years before because I was in a relationship. But today I was talking with Tio, and the next female that's gonna come into my life with the potential, of wanting a relationship with me and me with her, she's gotta be, she gotta impress me somehow, because I ain't taking no raggedy ass anywhere. I'm saying, and I'm not talking about impressing me with no money or education or job or whatever. I don't give a flying fuck. Most men don't give a flying fuck about your career path. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's why they're brainwashed. They think that men care about, education and the money. We don't give a fuck about money, man. I don't give a fuck about money. I got money. I'll have money. Shit, money ain't no issue. The issue is finding someone that will genuinely love you, okay? Be loyal, be exclusive only to you, okay? Not have a bajillion bodies behind her. The fuck? And people always say, or rather women will contradict, or rather argue, insecurity. Bitch, I ain't insecure. Insecure of what? I ain't insecure of anything. I'm saying, I just don't want to be with a girl that had like a whole classroom of dicks inside of her. Shit. You think I'm crazy? Man, nah. Because that's the thing. It's the opposite. Women think that the man wants experience in bed. Hell nah. Shit. I don't care if you got experience. Let me tell you something. A pussy's a pussy. You know what I'm saying? Everyone's the same. There's nothing you can do in bed. I have a simple opinion about it. If a woman wants to work, she should work. Agreed. If she wants to be a stay-at-home mom, she should do that. I agree. I just want a woman to have a choice, basically. Yeah. I'm all for it. You know what I'm saying? I ain't never said that the women shouldn't work. Hell nah. I want my future wife, girlfriend to work, but there's another, catch about that, because I intend to have, to be wealthy, to run a business. Like, I'm gonna be pussy as pussy. I'm sorry, that was, vulgar, but hey, a dick's a dick. A dick's gonna make you come or not. I mean, a pussy. I've met plenty. I haven't, busted a nut differently to any of them. I'm sorry. Let me correct myself. I did come differently when there were emotions involved. Okay, and it's not because my stimulus, rather the action of coming is different. It's the same feeling. It's just the connection, the emotional connection to the person that gives you that extra bonus satisfaction when you bust. I'm saying that's what it is. About the work from home or work, my goal in life is to be financially free and stable. Okay, but until then, I want my girl to work. Shit, I want my girl to be humble, to be, a working lady. And when daddy got the money, I can give her an option. Look, girl, daddy got the money. You are free to quit your job. But if you want to work, you can work. All right? But I don't want no girl, okay, a gold digger, coming into my life knowing I got money, which I don't currently, the fuck. Knowing I got money, and then she quitting her job trying to be staying home. No. I give you the green light when you can stay at home, or we can have a talk. You can approach me and ask me, and I'm saying, hey, we're doing good. Is it okay if I become a stay-at-home mom? I can, that's respect. Another thing, that's a good topic I just opened, a good segue. What you gotta learn, Slim, about men. Men don't need love. Let me tell you this. This is not controversial at all. That's coming from a man. A man. So I know what I'm talking about. Women seek love and affection and, emotions and comfort and, that type of warm stuff. Okay? That's logical. That's respectable. And we give you that. Men don't function with emotions. No. We don't need for you to be all, it's nice. Don't get me wrong. It's nice when you get all touchy and lovey-dovey and shit. But what fuels a man in the relationship is respect. Okay? In the future, Slim, be it a man, or rather if you have a boyfriend, because I know you you swing both ways. But if you got a man, just remember, a man seeks respect, okay, from his partner. You seek emotions, love, comfort, and that stuff. Man, seek respect. If you respect me, that's the most beautiful thing that you could do to me. That's the most sexiest thing that you can do to a man is respect the fuck out of him. If you respect the man, he's gonna bring you the stars from the sky. And that's a motherfucking fact. Remember that. Remember what I tell you. You can actually ask any of your friends. I mean, they're young, but, that's what it is. That's how relationships work. And that's how relationships, survive all these countless years. When they, of course, a man gotta respect the woman as well. But I'm talking about, what each other seeks out of each other. And I'm saying, because I do not tolerate disrespect from a person that I love. And that's what gets me riled up real quick. Because I know I can't hit him. You know what I'm saying? Because even if it's Tio knows, because we respect each other. But even if he disrespected me, like, I could get mad, but I couldn't hit him. You know what I'm saying? Shit. And I do not, what do you mean by respect? Like, in general, just respect. A good example is, you speak highly of your man with your women. Like, there's no foolish thing. I never badmouth my girl in front of my crew. You know what I'm saying? With the men get together and they're, my wife this, my girl this, my girl that. Nah, my girl is perfect, man. And that's the same from the women. And the women also, I don't have a specific, example, but there are, I know this is 21st century, and the roles in the household is the man is the head of the house, okay? And even if it's, respect is such small stuff that, even if you can do something, like carry something, you ask your man to do that. That's some sort, you acknowledge him for his strength or masculinity and just respect him. It's hard to explain. Like, I wasn't prepared to have this discussion, so I ain't got no examples. I mean, the biggest disrespect that you can do to me, talking personally, is to cuss me out for, nothing. No, just out of the blue, just cuss me out and just start yelling. That's disrespectful. You know what I'm saying? What do you deem disrespectful towards you? You know what I'm saying? Like, I deem disrespectful that because that's what my ex did a lot. was cut me off mid-sentence. Nah, let them carry your bag, girl. You know what I'm saying? That's the mess. Listen, men, we are very primitive, okay? Our main tasks as men and alpha is to be strong, to be protective, and the provider and the stuff. That's our biology. You're nurturing and caring and loving and all of that cuddly stuff. You know, you're not supposed to be strong, you know, in quotations. You are strong in your own way. You know, that's why they are roles. But men, my ex had she still has, goddamn, she ain't dead, but she's got a sister, her sister's the same age as me, and she's spoiled as a motherfucker. But that aside, there was one time I gave her a lift back to Ljubljana, no, because she's in a different city, and she was studying here, and she had her flat over here, and she asked me, could I give her a lift to Ljubljana so she doesn't go by train? I was like, yeah, sure, whatever. But we gotta stop by a grocery store like Lidl, Hofer. You probably know Hofer. You probably have Hofer. And we did, and I was like, yeah, I'm gonna give you, I'll be your company in the store. The fuck? And she went, bought her groceries, whatever. And I said, let me carry those, okay? Just a polite, I'm a polite man. I'm saying nothing special. And she's like, nah, I'm a strong, independent woman. And I was like, okay. And I told her, in the car, I was like, look, I don't mean no disrespect, but let me tell you something. It's all good and nice and fancy, and it's all nice and dandy that you're a strong, independent woman. But you, as a strong, independent woman, you still need a man in your life. And a man is supposed to be the strong part of your strong, independent woman. Okay? You can be an independent woman, but let the man be strong for you. Okay? And she's like, yeah, but I'm not, used to being, to have somebody carry my stuff. You're just gonna have to get used to it, girl. Because a man needs this masculine validation from himself. Okay? We're primitive. Let us do our thing with the carrying stuff and being hard and being strong. Okay? That's it. Nothing else. Okay? That's it. Let them carry your bag. Yes, sir. Men are actually like really simple. And please, let me tell you another thing, okay? Please, for the love of God, just let us sometimes be in peace, okay? Holy moly. Yeah, trust me, okay? I mean, if they're male friends, they might be just flirting with you. But if it's your man, just let him carry it all the time. I mean, don't extort him to fuck. If he offers to carry this shit, you let him carry that shit. Okay? Don't extort and take advantage of that man. Like I've been taken advantage of. Yes, I was taken advantage of. I was. But. What else? Dating advice, relationship advice with Papi Sucre. I like that. Oh, and don't ever hit your man. No matter what, don't hit him. That's disrespectful. They use their muscles for advantage. Well, yeah. Don't ever hit a man. Like, I had this talk with my mother yesterday. I flipped out on her. I swear to God. I flipped out. We were driving from work, you know, and there was two incidents, like random ones, that somebody behind me, I was driving, was honking that horn. And I was like, the fuck am I doing wrong? I'm in my lane, you know, there's no reason to be honking, no matter. And then another time, another one honks at me. And I was like, the fuck am I doing wrong? I'm driving, fuck, in my lane. I'm doing everything correctly, I promise. And my mother said something to tick me off, you know? And she said, you know, let them walk outside. I'll smack the fuck out of them. Okay? And I was like, you're gonna smack the fuck out of who? Who exactly? And she said, well, if you came out and touched my car, I'd go outside and smack him silly. I was like, mother, please. Sit your tiny ass in this car and don't ever repeat that sentence ever again. You could never beat anybody up. Okay? You're gonna get beaten up, almost killed, and then I'm gonna have to find this person and kill him and go to jail. Okay? Don't ever let me catch you speaking that way. And she's like, no, shut up. I know what I'm doing. I would go outside and I would smack him in the face. I was like, Mom, for the love of God, if you don't listen to me about anything else, please listen to this, because I'm a man who actually fucking fights, okay? And I know what the fuck it is, what it means to hit somebody and what it means to fight with somebody, okay? Please. And you're a woman. There's no man in the world that you can fucking hit and not get hit back. Please. And oh my God, we had a discussion, you know, and I told her, if somebody were to come to your window and knock on the window in road rage, whatever, you gotta lock yourself in the car and dial 911 and call the popo and let them handle that shit, okay? In the best case scenario, start recording him with your phone, you know, get his license plate, get his face, and call the motherfucking police. Don't ever step out of the car, because you'll be in danger. And she didn't like that. She didn't like that because I stumbled on her ego. You know what I'm saying? I stepped on her little ego, that she's weak, fragile little lady. And she is. She can't hit for shit. Her fucking neck spine is damaged. She can't hit. Every punch vibrates and the fucking gets all the nerves riled up and she has a headache. She couldn't fucking hit a motherfucking pillow without it being more effective on her than the pillow. You know? And today we had another, almost the same discussion with Thea was here. And I'm saying, she was talking about something about, or rather my aunt from Bosnia was talking where she could buy some knuckle busters, okay? And I was like, mother, and my aunt is like 63 years old, overweight, you know what I'm saying? And I was like, why the fuck does she need knuckle busters? Well, so she could hit somebody. What is it with women thinking they can fuck anybody up? Please. What is it with women thinking that they're strong and they can, you know, actually do damage to somebody up close? And I told her, I gave you the pepper spray for a reason. Well, yeah, my mother, I'm afraid my mother would hit somebody and she would get her fucking teeth rocked. Okay? I'm scared for her, man. I told her, mother, I got you a pepper spray. I even got my aunt, you know, a pepper spray. It works on 5 meters. You know what I'm saying? And you don't even have to hit the eyes. It fucking eats up the skin. Okay? It hurts the skin. You just gotta, you know, point and shoot. And then when he's on the ground, you can fucking kick him and punch him, whatever you like. But until then, keep your distance and keep your pepper spray close. Don't get into physical context because you lose 10 out of 10 times. Okay? Shit's like gravity. Shit's a fact. Okay? Leave the fighting to me. Okay? I told her, you can be, you can talk the shit all you want when I'm with you in the car or whatever, because I could, I'm positive that I could beat most of them up, man. I could fuck them up real quick. Okay? God damn, she riled me so much up because I don't appreciate ignorance. Okay? I don't appreciate ignorance even coming from my own mother sometimes. I don't. And then she's like, well, then I'm gonna get me a gun. I was like, that's motherfucking illegal. You gotta need to get a license and state a reasonable, topic or point of why you need a gun. You know what I'm saying? Oh my God. And she's like, well, self-defense. And I was like, that's not a fucking plausible fucking, you're not in America. You're not in danger. Yes, we got some immigrants running around some here and there. But you don't need a goddamn gun. I mean, we can try get you a gun, and get you a license, but you're going to probably wait a year or two because all the psych evaluations and the tests and the fucking, the actual shooting tests and shit. And I told her, if you can't handle a punch, you won't handle a shockwave of a gun in your hand. It's gonna rock your shit even harder than punching somebody. Okay? Because the shockwave will travel and fucking hit her spine and fucking hurt. And she's like, nah, I want a gun. I want to protect myself. I want to feel safe. And I said, fuck it. Just do what you want. I gave up at the end. I told her, like, we can go try and get you a license. Okay? I'll even try to get a license as well for the gun. But goddamn, women, I swear to God, sometimes you're a mystery to me. Well then, this was a nice little rant, rather discussion for the end. As you can see, we connected from fitness to guns. Very nice. I'm gonna go brush my teeth now. Oh, it's 11:30. Well, yeah, you probably shot a rifle, not a gun. You probably shot a, big caliber rifle. If you went hunting, you probably didn't go hunting with a small pistol or handgun. Probably had a rifle, maybe a shotgun. And you're a small, frail little girly girl. I assume back in the day, because you said you used to go hunting. So that would imply more than 2 years ago, which would imply you're a 15-year-old girl. I forgot your height and stuff. Yeah, see? Violence is not the option. The first thing in self-defense they teach you is try to de-escalate and run away. Okay, and that's my advice to anybody who thinks they can fuck anybody up. Even me, but even me, capable as I am of hurting somebody, okay? And I am capable of doing some serious damage. My first instinct is to not fight. It's not worth it. Because I know what I'm capable of, and I could end up in jail or get sued for a lot of money. I'm sorry. I could get sued easily. Like, I could punch him so badly, knock him out. He hits his head on the floor. Concussion, brain damage, aneurysm. Anything can happen. Anything can get wrong. Shit. Yeah, dangerous Sucre. I'm not dangerous. I mean, I do want to be... I want to train my body to be a fucking weapon. you know, and it is a weapon. Thank God, because I want to protect somebody someday, and that's my opinion that every man should be able to protect themselves. You know, self-defense. You never know. I wanted to train Muay Thai for so long, even while I was still with my ex, because back then I was confident I could, you know, still do some damage one-on-one with somebody, protecting her, of course. But now I am confident that I can take 2 amateurs on at once. I'm very confident in that. I can fuck anybody up. Oh, let me stand up. Oh, yesterday I ran 13 kilometers and my legs are kind of sore. And yeah, getting ready for marathons this year. Oh, impressive. Yeah. You know, there's a tissue called an IT band. It's the IT stands for I forgot. Oh no, it's tibialis and iliakalno. I don't know if it's English. Iliakalno tibialna. Yeah. Okay. Whatever. I know in the Slovenia. I know in English. But there's an IT. It's the same in. Hold up. I have fucking Google right here. IT band. Yeah, iliotibial band. Okay, I said correctly. Good. Iliotibial band that goes from, you know, from your fucking leg, goddamn, from your hip, or rather a bit more up, I think, and down to the little front bone of your foot, little small bone up here, you know, because that's the tibialis and iliacal is right here somewhere. I don't know correctly. So it's sprained, or rather it's tight as a motherfucker, and it hurts like a goddamn, I don't know, butt cheek on a stick. I don't know. Throwback to Vine days. So yeah. It fucking hurts as a motherfucker. Sore legs, and I got a bike tomorrow. Nice. But on the other note, I can't even speak. I had a little tear of a muscle right here from sparring 2 weeks ago, and it finally healed, and now I can kick again. Boom, boom. I can extend the leg again, which is good. I can lift the leg high up again. Not as high as that anymore, but it's good. I'm healthy again, and I can go train maximum output tomorrow again. I've been training at 80% these past days, and only one training session. But that taught me a bit about that he's a physical therapist. Oh shit. See? Ask him. Iliotibial band. You know? That's a good profession, you know, physical therapist. That's a good profession. Respectable. Anyways, slimmy. We're gonna end it here, okay? Because Papi Sucre is tired. Tomorrow is Monday. Oh, gotta stretch. Oh, banana back. Oh, okay, nice. Thank you very much, Slim, for joining me today. We couldn't summon Nelly, but that's okay. Yes. Have a good week. Love you too. I love you very much. Kawaii desu ne. Ichi-ni-san, arigato. Have a wonderful week. Have a blessed start of the week. Hope you don't neglect your physical activities, okay? Gym and stuff. Don't show up to blow up. So, what, you don't like my kawaii? Ichi-ni-san, arigato, meow. Anyhow, yes, I hope your week starts good. I'll work on my vlogs, my boring vlogs, and yeah. Okay. Thank you very much, Slim. Say hi to your parents. And I'll see you. Let me see. I want you to see my face. I'll see you next time. Friday. Good night, Slimmy Lim. See you on Friday. Okay. Bless you. Bye bye.